following podcast is being brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
This week on the Defy Life Podcast, the guys discuss Week 12 in the NFL, big COVID disruptions, talk threats to the Lakers and the NBA, and answer a listener question. And as always, they wrap things up with a round of trivia. Let's get it. Yeah, that's what it is. I guess we got to do it then. You all right? Check. Poop. Out. Money. West Coast. Let's get it. Strap in, let's take a ride. Oh yeah, it's about that time, right? Been waiting all week to get to this. It's finally time to defy life. Let's chop it up, keep it real, no other way. That's what we do. We might disagree, but it's all love. Guarantee we gon' speak the truth. Yeah, this hit different. My guys with me, now who's with us? Stick around for a few minutes. It's contagious. You'll get it. You downloaded the realest. Don't feel us, forget out. You not rocking with Defy Life, then what's your life about? This ain't the Defy Life. Told you. This on to the Shy Life. I'm gonna let this ride out though. This is the Defy Life. This is the Defy Life. Welcome back to another episode of the Defy Life Podcast, powered by the Defy Life Podcast Network. This episode is sponsored by Bud Bottles, home of the Bud Bottle and the Bud Freshener. Please visit budbottles.com for your odor eliminating needs. This is episode 181. Y'all come on in, wipe your feet, close the door behind you. I'm your host, J.R. Glenf, joined as always by my wonderful co-host, Thomas Stevens, Alvin Glenf. What's good with you, Thomas?
Man, what's good? I can't call it, can't complain. Had a wonderful weekend and the family time with the fam, and my wife took care of me for my birthday. I can't complain. Oh, and capped it off with the kids taking me out for dinner, man. I had a wonderful. Oh, man.
That's good stuff, man. Happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate it, brother.
No doubt. Al, what's good?
Hey, happy birthday, Pooh. But yeah, I'm doing good, man. It's good to be here. Just laying back, relaxing, like I just got knocked out like Nate Robinson.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, man, that was ugly.
Yeah, but it's all good. It's good to be here.
Good stuff, man.
Oh,
good.
181. Shout out to all my Rosedale folk, because that was the elementary school we went to, PS 181. So all my Rosedale folk listening, shout out to the 181 crew.
No doubt. All right. Yeah, man. We inching towards 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, cool, man. Like always, before we get too far into the show, I want to give a shout out to our patrons, in particular, Roz Lork, Kim's better half. Shout out to Kim and Roz. Roz, thank you so much for your support. And all of our patrons, thank you for your support. If people always ask, what's the best way to support the network? Go to patreon.com/GoDefyLife and become a patron. You can help support our growth, allow us to host events, and continue to work in our communities. For less than your favorite fast food combo, you can support Defy Life. So don't forget to check us out. Again, that's patreon.com/GoDefyLife. Check us out as well at the OG, with all of our written content. Things like Movies with Migs, you got Halil's Real Football Talk. All that good written content is out there at GoDefyLife.com. You got DefyLifePods.com, where all of our podcasts are held. And again, you got to go check out our branded apparel at DefyLifeGear.com. Big things coming in Defy Life Gear, right, Pooh?
You already know it.
All right, so we'll have some big announcements from Defy Life Gear coming soon. Yeah, so definitely check out those three. And again, if you don't have Defy Life Pods, you can check us out on any major platform, anywhere your favorite podcasts are found for free 99. Yeah, that's how they just give our shit away. But it's all right. We love y'all. Yeah, man. Al, I cover everything.
Dude, you right on target, just like Jake Paul.
Oh man, I take it.
Who's Jake Paul for all our listeners? That's the dude who knocked out Nate Robinson.
I gave that intro overhand right. I'll take it.
Just like that. Knocked him out clean, cold-cocked.
Oh, man. Cool. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. You mentioned it. Let's touch on it really quick. I don't even want to talk about Nate getting knocked out. But I was pleasantly surprised with the Mike Tyson and Roy Jones fight. It was quality. It was a quality fight.
I thought it was entertaining myself. You know, you had to keep in mind that these guys are 54 and 51 years old. So, you know, to me, I'm about competition, and it was, it did seem competitive. So I thought it was worth my time.
Right. Yeah. Pooh, did you have a chance to check it out? I know you was partying all weekend.
Yeah. Man, I left my Fire Stick, and I had to watch the fight via FaceTime.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was encouraged. As far as heavyweights goes, best fight I've seen in a while, unfortunately. But and of course nostalgia played a lot into how I felt about it, watching two of my favorites in the ring at one time. Of course, Roy is not a natural heavyweight, but age does that to you. But to see Mike Tyson in the ring and see Roy Jones in the ring, it was nostalgic, but it was quality. They were in shape. You see guys in like NBA All-Star games and their celebrity game who will see like former players who are like completely out of shape, can't play anymore. So see stuff like that, and to see guys that are actually took this seriously and got in shape and had a real boxing match. It was good to see. So shout out to Roy and Mike.
True that.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna get right into it. So we're gonna talk NFL first. So the question I always ask every week here, Al, what do you know after week 12 in the NFL?
I know that I am one frustrated Dallas Cowboy fan. And I've already said I gave up on true aspiration this season. But, realistically, they do have a shot to win the NFC East. So it's kind of hard just to give up on the whole season. But watching that game Thanksgiving night, I'll be honest, I was embarrassed. And it's like, how are you embarrassed as a fan? But I really felt like this did not seem NFL level coaching. Like that just, I really felt like I was watching some teenager play PlayStation, play Madden, in terms of some of the decisions that were being made. And so it was one of them games where, while I can understand the rationale, I just thought it was dead ass wrong. And there's times to risk and time to, go for it and stuff like that. It just seemed like inconsistent with how I understand the game of football and how I understand coaching and putting your team in a position, the best position to win. And, someone said it, like, they were coaching like we was playing the Chiefs when we really was just playing a team. Even though, we had taken some injuries, we were still in the game and it was a competitive game. So those types of risks just seemed unnecessary. So that was frustrating. That's the word, real frustrating. Other thing I know is that Pat Mahomes is still a baller, makes some amazing throws, and those types of quarterbacks remind me like the difference between great quarterbacks and real good quarterbacks and average quarterbacks because of the throws that they make and that they don't miss. And then the other thing I know based on watching the little bit of the Denver Bronco game it is not easy to be an NFL quarterback because the guy they put in as a quarterback, and he didn't have much practice. He didn't have no reps. So it's kind of, I'm not really, trying to shit on his ability because who knows what he could be like with some practice. My point is, though, like without that type of practice, you kind of look like me out there trying to go down.
Right. Yeah.
I could even do that. But you look like me 20 years ago trying to be an NFL quarterback, which is say hike and throw it as far as you can.
Yeah. And the dude's been a quarterback all his life until, 2 years ago. So it goes, like you said, it goes to show you how hard it is to be an NFL quarterback. Mm-hmm. This dude's been quarterbacking all his life, and you throw him in an NFL game, it goes to show you.
He looked like he ain't never played.
Right. Like, and it goes to show you, like, for one, he was a dual threat quarterback, and he was getting chased down every play. So he ain't even fast on NFL standards. And so he couldn't escape anything. And so it just goes to show you how ridiculous it is when fans over-critique NFL players and say, oh, I can play better than that. And some people are serious when they say that. So, yeah, I feel you, man. Pooh, what do you know after week 12?
Man, I know. The Ryan Pace experiment is over.
And for those who don't know who Ryan Pace is, tell them who Ryan Pace is.
He's a general manager for my Chicago Bears. Get Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy out of there.
Oh, Nagy got to go too.
I gotta get everyone associated with Ryan Pace out of there. And to me, it all boils down to, of course, the number one thing, drafting Mitchell Trubisky.
Tell him why you mad, son.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Moving up from 3 to 2, and mortgaging, another second round pick the next year and a third round pick the following. Like, just mortgaging all of that for bum ass Mitchell Trubisky, and you left. I'm not upset about the Khalil Mack thing, but you left a Deshaun Watson and a Josh Allen and a Pat Mahomes on the board
and a Lamar Jackson
and Lamar, and you deserve, bro. You deserve to be fired for that. Like why? And we look piss poor, and then this year, okay, we bring in Foles, and Foles. Okay, he can make throws. However, he's probably the least mobile quarterback in the league, other than Tom Brady, and we don't address any portion of our offensive line. And last year we were probably at the 27th ranked offensive line in the NFL, and no way that was going to get better. So we didn't address that. They just got to go, man. They got to go.
Yeah, when the thing is, man, when you have a defense that can literally carry you, it's a shame that, y'all have the 31st offense in the NFL and still a top 5 defense. How crazy is that? So the defense can literally carry you. The one thing you need on offense is a quarterback who just won't mess it up. That's the one thing you need. Like, you don't have to have a bunch of world beaters on offense. You don't have to have a bunch of game breakers. But just don't mess it up. And at least for one season, you can sustain that. We've seen it with Tim Tebow. We've seen it with Mason Rudolph last year. At least you can stay competitive. And your defense for one season can hold you down in today's NFL. And it goes to show you how bad the quarterbacking and the offensive line situation is in Chicago, that defense can't even keep them competitive. So I feel you.
And I can go back to just think of something recent. You can go back and look at when the Broncos won a Super Bowl with Peyton Manning. He probably was the worst quarterback in football at that point.
He couldn't throw it 30 yards, right.
Quarterback, however, they had an offensive line, and those guys could really, really run the ball. Mm-hmm. They could really run the ball, and the D play out of their minds, right. But they could run the ball. Right. And all he had to do was make first down, him and Osweiler. You know, they probably had about 15 passing touchdowns that year, which is insane for an entire year. But they had, above average offensive line, and they ran the ball well, and it kept their defense rested, and their defense helped, brought them home. So we got to get out of there, man.
Gotta go. Wow, I feel you. Anything else? I know that took a lot for you. Anything else that you know? We on our restraint, so right.
Kind of hold it in.
No doubt. Well, we ain't had a week 12 yet, so I don't know what I know yet. So we'll play till when by the time y'all hear this, it'll be today. So I ain't even gonna jump in on this. So we stick to our strengths because I ain't had a week 12 yet. Speaking of which, Al, do you think the NFL is on the brink of a COVID disaster? There's a lot of games that got moved around, a lot of players that were on COVID lists. Is the NFL running out of room to move games around and replace players and to avoid having to cancel or forfeit games?
I think another business maybe would. But the NFL, they're going to push through and make their money. So not really, because I feel like they got contingency plans built on contingency plans, all geared around we are going to get through this season. And so I think amazingly, as we were talking about, before the season, how long would it last? We range from like October to this time of the year. So, that was kind of what we expected, that eventually it would catch up to them. And you would think that with the numbers rising in the country, that it's only going to get worse. But I just think the NFL is like, we'll either push games back or we'll make you play the game. But either way, we making our money. So, I think it's going to get worse, but I don't think ultimately it's going to impact the league negatively from a playing the game, making money standpoint. They're going to figure out how they can do that.
Right. Yeah. Pooh, what do you think? You think are they on the brink of a disaster? You said they wouldn't make it through week 6. We've doubled that in a week. So do you think your prophecy is starting to come true?
I stand corrected. I didn't know what I know now. The NFL is $1 billion a week business. Bro, they're not letting that fold. And I could really see, if things start to really get lucid like this, near the end, they're going to finish the regular season. But I could see a bubble, a playoff bubble.
Right.
I could really see that because I didn't know there was $1 billion a week business.
Yeah. And they've already discussed that if they have to, if it gets too bad and they have to cancel the last week or two of the season, they'll just say, okay, let's cancel it and allow extra team in the playoffs. Right. So they're going to get it done.
They've also said we are prepared to do the Super Bowl either the week we have it or another 4 or 5 weeks after that.
Right. Like
so
get it done.
However long it takes, we're going to play our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I have total confidence in the NFL. Yeah. They're going to do what they need to do to get their money.
Yeah. And, the league and most teams are already resigned to the fact that the salary cap is going to go down next year. Financially, this is a wasted year, basically. But they're going to, push through, get as much money as they can, and have an official season. And two, the fact it goes to show that people still care, regardless of what the NFL looks like. As long as it's dudes in NFL jerseys playing football, we're gonna watch. That's just how it is. The fact that we had 3 quarterbacks down for the Broncos and we actually watched the game. A lot of people watched that game with a dude who's never played quarterback in NFL in his life, and looked like at one point he was. I think his entire stats were 1 for 9 for 7 yards and 2 interceptions.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that one completion was his last pass on a screen pass. So we'll watch. So I don't know if are y'all familiar with the NFL game? You know, and some NFL games have titles to them, like the Fog Bowl or the Ice Bowl. Are y'all familiar with the stretcher gate? What was it with the at that time the Redskins and the Eagles? The body bag game. So this was, I think it was 1989, 1990. The Eagles team that had that defense that featured Reggie White, Jerome Brown, Clyde Simmons, that crazy good defense, against the Washington team that at that time coming off a Super Bowl, Joe Gibbs. So they had the Hogs, and I think it was don't matter who their quarterback was. All three of them got hurt in that game. So I think Jay Schrader, Mark Rippon, and another guy, Kelly Stauffer, somebody like that. All three of them got hurt. No, two of them got hurt. And back then, they didn't have emergency quarterbacks. That's the game that triggered the NFL to allow emergency quarterbacks in the game. So two of them got hurt. So it was Jay Schrader and Mark Rippon got hurt in that game. They had to put a rookie kick returner by the name of Brian Mitchell in the game. Y'all
I remember him.
Right.
Great.
Right, who may be the best returner in NFL history, he arguably. At that time, he was a rookie who played quarterback in college. They put him in the game. He went on to, I think he completed like 7 out of 10 passes. Marched him right down the field. They scored a touchdown. But they didn't win. The Eagles defense put 9 players on the Washington team out of the game. So 9 players were out of the game. That knocked them out of the game. 5 of those had to go out on stretchers, and one of them had to be carried off. Wow! So that's why they called it the body bag game, because before that game, the Eagles coach Buddy Ryan had said this game is going to be so, because they lost to him the year before in the playoffs, and Buddy Ryan said we're going to beat them so bad they got to carry him off in body bags. So his prophecy kind of came true. I say that to say, and ironically, Brian Mitchell, who then played for Washington, played quarterback that one game, didn't have a touchdown pass. But after 7 seasons in Washington, signed as a free agent in Philly, and had to play, played wide out and running back and returner. Threw his only career touchdown pass on a reverse pass as a Philadelphia Eagle against the Washington Redskins.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right? But I say that to say that since then, never has an NFL quarterback had to be thrust into a game like that out of necessity. Now, there have been times with trick plays and gadget plays and stuff like that, but out of necessity, well, that's all you have left. There's never been a point where a guy like that had to play. So it happens so rarely, and it's so bad when it happens, and people still watched. So that's what I'm saying. The NFL won't get this shit done. So it don't matter how it looks. We root for jerseys. And as long as there's dudes in jerseys playing football, we're going to watch. So I agree wholeheartedly. Speaking of massacres, this upcoming NBA season may kind of look like that. I know, Pooh, you ain't going to be too happy with this, but it just looks to me, and Al, you may agree, that the world champion LA Lakers, and we're talking about this because the NBA season is almost upon us. How crazy does that sound? With the additions of Marc Gasol and Montrezl Harrell and Dennis Schroeder and Wesley Matthews and the re-signing of Marcus Morris, the rest of that team coming back intact. Has anyone else in the NBA done enough to be a legit threat to the Lakers? Pooh, you first.
I'll be short and sweet. No, not as of yet. And said the season is upon us. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, and with a short off season, it's hard for teams to come up with with ways to make trades to become more competitive. So yeah, Al, what say you?
Definitely not. If anything, this the competition is going to come from some what ifs, folks. So if Jersey gets a healthy Kevin Durant that is somewhat near who he was when he got hurt and able to trade for James Harden, they're a contender. If Denver, with their youth, blossom and take the next step in terms of kind of what you expect from an NBA team, as we've seen in history, that they have a good playoff season, but they come up against somebody, they get knocked out, they come back better, right? Not to say that they're going to beat the Lakers next year, but the way Jamal Murray is progressing and Djokovic, like I could see, and the young dude Michael, Porter, right? Yeah. So the three of them, if they were to get better by the playoffs, that's a good threesome. But the Lakers, man, they just got better as a team from a depth perspective. Like, so when you look at the people now that's going to be coming off their bench, like that's just real better. Yeah. They upgraded on every level. Like, as much as Dwight Howard offered to the team last year, and he was a great asset, who knows if he comes back like that this year. And I like Harold's game. Exactly. I like Harold's game, and Schroeder I liked him since he was in Atlanta, so I really like his game. And Danny Green was not the Danny Green of this past year. Danny Green. So, yeah, we'll see. I like what they did, though.
Yeah.
Who they brought back and who they added, that's a hard rotation to compete with.
Right. And then just to like the ifs that you mentioned, of course, Brooklyn. So I don't think they're going to be able to pull this Harden trade off unless they include Kyrie in the trade. And
they couldn't do that.
Right. But if you're Kevin Durant and they come to you and say, we can get Harden, but we got to let Kyrie go, I think Durant kind of jumps at that.
He should.
You kind of have to. And I couldn't blame him. I couldn't blame the front office. I couldn't blame anybody. Because as much as I like Caris LeVert, he's not going to get it done to get James Harden. And they don't have any other pieces that Houston would really take for Harden, like that could really, money-wise or talent-wise, could match Harden in a deal. And so basically, you're basically saying, we're getting a guy who does the same thing that Kyrie does, but better, and stays healthy. Yeah, I kind of take that guy.
Yeah, I would definitely take that guy, but kind of like, I would still, we kind of talked about it with Anthony Davis, right? Trying to get it as cheap as possible, not having to get up that bona fide all-star. The Lakers, gave up some young talent, but they didn't give up a bona fide all-star at the time when they were traded. So if I'm the Brooklyn, I'm trying to get the threesome. So I'm trying my best to hold on to Kyrie if I can. But if at the same time, if Kyrie is what's stopping me from getting James Harden, I would give up Kyrie though. I would definitely put Harden and Durant together.
Okay. So then I offer this. If you're able to obtain Harden without giving up Kyrie, does that work? If Kyrie got out of Cleveland fast as he could because he didn't want to play in LeBron's shadow, now you got to play in two shadows. Do you think that works?
It depends on the egos of those three players. Like Kyrie of 2 years ago, maybe not. Harden of 2 or 3 years ago, maybe not. But Harden is coming out of an experience of just having to share the stage with the Westbrook. So he should have some lessons learned from that experience, and hopefully Kyrie does the same thing. Like, whether it's having, spent this season bonding with Durant, maybe Durant offering some insight into, what Harden could be as a teammate. Like, yo, we could make this work, but it would require Kevin Durant being the type of leader that he really hasn't shown himself to be so far in the NBA. Like somebody who says, yo, I'm the dude, I'm the dog, and this is gonna work. So let me bring the ball up every time if y'all don't know how to behave.
Yeah. And I offer these things just because you said there was a lot of ifs, and so there's a lot of ifs on that one team. And then you think about Denver. Again, I think the shortened offseason kind of hampers their ability to grow. Because usually, when teams get beat and you're young, you're trying to overcome that one team. It takes a long, arduous offseason for guys to bond and kind of chew on that fat of losing. You got to really, 2 months is not really a long time to get over it. So he probably still. It's a lot of ifs on that team too. So I feel you. And then I'll say this before we move on. We always talk about the lure of the LeBron effect. With guys wanting to play with LeBron and him making players better. So the fact that the Lakers were able to bring which Morris twin? Is it Markieff Morris or Marcus? Markieff Morris.
Marcus is with the
Clippers, right?
Right, with the Clippers.
So Markieff Morris came back to the Lakers, of course, after winning the championship for the veteran minimum. His twin brother, Marcus Morris, is making $9 million a year to go back to the Clippers, who still may be the second best team in the West, but they're not. We've seen that they may not be championship level. They're trying to trade Lou Williams now. But it's the LeBron effect where guys just want to play and guys want to win. So it's that you get rid of Danny Green, and who's making $12 million, and you bring in Wesley Matthews, who's essentially a clone of him statistically and stylistically, play-wise, for $10 million less per year. So it's those kind of shrewd moves and guys that are willing to take less and to kind of swallow more of their pride and compromise more in order to play with LeBron and now play with Anthony Davis for a chance at winning a ring. So it's those kind of things. You got guys like we said last year with Dwight Howard for 1 year. That meant you can get him to buy in mentally, and he's already kind of done some things to make you think he wouldn't last 2 years in that mind state. But 1 year it worked, and so you replace him with another former defensive player a year in Marc Gasol, and guys who are willing to take less to win the championship and play with LeBron. So I don't see anybody anybody else who's a threat talent wise, depth wise, or mindset wise in the entire league. It's almost like I would probably take the Lakers against the field if I was a betting man. So. I don't know, unless Pooh's Bulls got something to say. But yeah, so I'd probably take, the Lakers against the field if I was a betting man. Like at this point, I don't see anybody who's a legit threat as of what we know now. Talent wise, depth wise, or mindset wise.
And a big shout out. First of all, let me say I agree with you in terms of, the people willing to come to the Lakers to be part of LeBron. He's a proven commodity in the sense that, for overwhelming majority of his career, he gets to the playoffs, and once you get to the playoffs, you got a shot. They just won the title, so it shows they proved that they have what it takes in him and AD to get there. But I also want to give a big shout out to the GM, Pelinka, who received a lot of criticism when he came on board, as selecting him to lead the Lakers. But to what you just described, that is very, very shrewd I love that word, maneuvers on his part.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, and just to get, you're right. Like it takes, those are veteran moves from a inexperienced GM. Of course, again, having maybe the 2 top players in the league on your roster doesn't hurt as far as enticing people to come. But again, man, like the key to beating the Lakers in any LeBron team is you got to be able to dominate them when LeBron's off the court. And with this kind of roster, teams are not going to be able to do that. Because you're not going to beat them when LeBron and AD are on the court. So if you can't dominate them when they're off the court, it's a wrap. So, I'm barring any kind of unforeseen injuries.
Or some amazing transaction.
Right.
For somebody. But you're right. I even looked at Miami, that if they could have added a major piece or two, Bam and Jimmy have shown the ability to be dominant in the East, like players that can win games and in the clutch come through. So to me, like they are very in the mix in the East. And so if they could have just added one more dude, I think that would have helped them like a Harden. I don't think they have enough to get him. But throwing him on the Heat with Bam and Jimmy would be a very interesting combination on their team.
All right. Yeah. So maybe Russell Westbrook's on the block still. So I like that who can kind of add some fire. Yeah. So somebody kind of add some firepower, and I feel you.
I mean, that's and I'll make this my last NBA comment too. But Westbrook, when you look at his ability to maybe go somewhere and go for a little less money, to where really he could maybe go to a winning organization. Like he could be an interesting piece.
Yeah. To
be added to some teams.
Right. Yeah. And Miami, I think Miami would fit.
I think so too.
Effort and hustle and grittiness has never been his issue. It's need to play under control. So, I think he fit right in that mindset of that Miami team.
Wow, that would be interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. We shall see shortly. But on to our listener question for the week. It's kind of a follow-up to last week. So our boy Dre from Atlanta. What up, Dre?
What up, Dre?
Dre he checked out the show a couple weeks ago. And sorry we missed y'all last week. We didn't even mention it. But, of course, it was holidays. It was Thanksgiving. Sue us. We took a week off. But, yeah. But Dre says, after your talk about today's fastest NFL players, I want you to pick your fastest 4x100 relay team of all-time NFL players. So who you got running your 4x100? Pooh, of all-time players. Dion and what other 3 players?
Okay, I'm going to go Dion. All right. I'm going to go Fast Willie Goat.
Okay.
All right. So I got Dion, I got Fast Willie Goat, and I have Darryl Green.
Tootsie Roll.
And do I want to... I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish it.
And I'll put it as... I'm going to take it upon myself to implement this. We're talking about guys, and if they're running, this has to be in pads on grass.
In pads.
In pads on grass. So guys who are football fast as well as... Because this ain't just... I'll say this for you. He's talking about football players, so I'm going to say in pads on grass running this relay.
Okay. So I'm going to keep these 3, and the 4th one, I'm going to say, I was about to jump out there and say Marquise Goodwin.
Right. That's why I figured you was going like John Ross or somebody like that. I was like, oh.
But I'm going to go ahead. I'll go ahead and put Tyreek in with that.
Okay.
I'll do Tyreek. No. I like Tyreek. I like Tyreek. But man, give me let me see. I have Dion. I have who else did I say?
Willie Gault, Darrell Green.
Darryl. Damn. I want to put Cheetah in there, but I'm not gonna go with. I'm gonna go with CJ2K.
Okay. I was wondering if he was coming up. All right. Al, who you got? Pooh, make sure you remember yours.
No doubt.
Yeah, because I had to. I was listening because I wanted to make sure I took another 4.
Okay.
I don't want to repeat none of your dudes.
Man, we should have rotated there. Man.
So, yeah, it could have been a draft, but that's all good. That's all good because it's some burners in the league still. So I'm gonna take my 4. Michael Vick, Bob Hayes,
Okay.
Randy Moss,
God damn.
and Tyreek Hill.
Whew. All right. You took my Randy Moss, man.
Hey,
Oh man. All right.
he took my Dion.
Right. Yeah, I figured it was Dion was gonna be there. So, all right. I will go Mike Wallace. Bo Jackson.
Yeah, I almost did Bo.
Calvin Johnson.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? He was a burner.
And who? Last one, I'm gonna go Willie Parker.
Yeah, fast Willie Parker.
Fast Willie Parker. They don't call
See
him
how you
fast
took-
for nothing.
You put 2 Steelers on your list. I ain't
Two
mad at you.
Steelers, dude.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah,
I ain't mad.
hey, I saw enough big plays from them. I started to put
Right.
Martavis Bryant on there, but he
Little
might not be
loyalty.
available.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you.
All right, you put a Cowboy on there.
I did stick Bob Hayes on it. I was trying to get Dion, but you know.
All right, Pooh put a Bear on there.
Yeah. I wanted to put D Hess in there, but I don't think D Hess can handle any of these guys.
He was fast though,
He
especially
was.
on the field.
Yeah,
Yeah, on the field. You're right, on the
Yeah.
field. Yeah, you're right on.
He was special.
yeah.
One of
I
my
mean,
favorite players. Never played on one of my team, but he was still one of my favorite players to watch in the league. Always liked him.
Who's that? Who's on?
Hester.
D. Oh,
yeah, DS is my guy.
hands down.
Yeah. Anybody that if all right, so I'm gonna add to this. Al, you first this time. Give me one guy who, if this was strictly a track meet, you would put on, and another guy who narrowly missed your list, who would narrowly he'd probably be your first one off the bench.
Okay, so from the list of, if this was the track dude, I'm putting Ronaldo Nehemiah.
Okay.
San Francisco 49er wide receiver that was an amazing hurdler. Like he was the real deal. I think somebody who, and again, I'm going real old school, Cliff Branch
Okay.
would also be on my list.
Yeah, pick your favorite Raider at this point, right?
Yeah, he was. I love Cliff Branch, and I don't know how fast he was, but he damn sure looked faster than everybody else on the field.
Right. Yeah. All right. Pooh, one guy who will narrowly be your first guy off the bench, and then a guy who is just strictly a track meet. You taking him?
Oh, man. I'm gonna have to go with Marquise Goodwin, man. He has a, right? Wasn't he the alternate on the 4x1 or something crazy like that?
Yeah, he was a long jumper, I think, wasn't he? But he was an alternate on the relay team. Yeah.
Relay team, yeah. So I'm gonna go with Marquise Goodwin, and you said me, and an alternate guy, in pads, wheels, with shoulder pads on. I'll go ahead and put D Hess in there. I'll put D Hess in there. I think he has to outrun Goodwin and pads on the field, because it just looked like he just had another gear. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with a bit of a shocker. I'm gonna go outside the box here and go a guy. If we come out on the field with pads on, I'm going Javon Curse.
The freak.
I've been seeing that man run down plenty of running backs and wideouts. So it was close between him and Jadeveon Clowney, because we've seen him do the same. And Alonzo Spellman, we saw him do the same. But and if we go in strictly a track meet, oh man, I'm gonna go, man, with just flat out track speed. Ooh. Oh, who's the guy from? He played for Clemson, played for the Raiders. Damn it,
Jacoby
was it Jacoby Ford? Was it Jacoby? Uh-huh. Yes, him, because he was he's a track star at Clemson, and went to the Raiders and
just fast.
That's all he was.
Kick return.
Right. Yes. Jacoby Ford.
Fast.
Him. That guy. So I'm going with him. Yeah.
I remember him. He was like super, super fast.
All right.
Shout out to, I had to look this guy up because I've been meaning to talk about him recently as we talk about Tyreek Hill. Dante Hall.
Human highlight. Yeah, the human joystick. I was going to go there.
Yo, he so when I see Tyreek, I'm like, yo, there was another short, quick dude, and I can never remember his name as I think when watch him play, and now I just let me look him up. Dante Hall. Right. Shout out to him. He was fun to watch.
Yes. Shout out to Dante Hall. And shout out to Herschel Walker, who could have been on this team too.
Oh, true that.
Yeah. Oh man, plenty of them though. Robert Smith was the running back for the Vikings. Was fast as hell.
Very fast.
Gale Sayers was fast as hell.
Joey Galloway.
Cool. Rocket Ismail was fast as hell.
Another one that was pretty fast.
And just
Deshaun Jackson.
Troy Polamalu was fast as hell. Shout out to again, outside the box, thinking of my big fellas who don't necessarily get my not necessarily skill positions, but Derek Brooks is fast as hell.
The linebacker with the Bucks right now,
Tremaine
White, from LSU.
Oh yeah, the Bucks. Yeah, I'm talking about the Bills. Yeah, Devin White and Devin Bush.
Devin Bush, very fast.
Ryan Shazier was fast as hell.
Another one.
Another one. Dexter Coakley, another former Cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
Coakley was fast as shit.
Super quick linebacker. Yeah. Derek Brooks.
Mm-hmm. Ray Lewis was fast in his prime. So guys like that. So just want to give a shout out to what's his name? I don't know if y'all remember this dude, but he played with the 49ers and he played like linebacker and safety and corner, played everything. But Peterson, you know what I'm talking about? Damn it, I can't remember his first name. But he was just like he's kind of like Anthony Simmons from Clemson. But he played everything. But yeah. And lastly, I'll put this guy in here. I hated him because he played for the Titans, but he played from Syracuse. Played linebacker. Keith. Oh shit. Well, Keith Brooking. Keith Brooking was a white dude. Man. I'm right now I'm Googling him. Keith Bullock. That dude was fast. Yeah, that dude was fast as shit. But he looked like he's like a small forward, but he played linebacker. But anyway, yeah, man. Shout out to all you fast dudes. Shout out to Trey from Atlanta. Yeah. I'm sure we missing a whole bunch of fast dudes.
Man. Asking a dope question.
Right. Good question, Trey. You almost about to have us mess up our protocol over here.
Focus,
yeah,
stay focused.
all right. So, but yeah, appreciate it, Dre. Anytime y'all want to shoot these questions over, we always appreciate them. Hit us up on social media at all platforms at Go Defy Life, or email us at info@godefylife.com, and we'll get you on here. That leads us to trivia. Man, Pooh, you ready for some trivia?
Yo,
Yo.
y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And that joint just kicked me completely off. Like I had to go.
Wow.
No kind of crazy stuff.
Oh man. Well, welcome back.
No.
We trashed Gale Sayers and all the other fast bears out there. No, I'm just kidding, man. Gale Sayers, we talked about it.
Walter Payton was the slowest of all.
Right, he nowhere on this list. Jim McMahon might have made the list. Him and Dan Hampton.
I wanted to throw shout out to Napoleon Kaufman.
Ooh, yeah. Forgot about Napoleon Kaufman.
Forgot about him.
Yeah.
Shout.
So yeah, we ran down a bunch of names. You would have been in the nostalgia land.
Okay.
But yeah, you ready for some trivia?
No doubt.
All right, hit us with it.
All right. What you got?
Man, I got something pretty nothing too heavy, man. We're gonna go 8 rounds. All right.
Like Mike and Roy. Okay.
Mike and Roy edition, no doubt. So we're gonna go 8 rounds, and these are the best rookie season of all time. Statistically, win, loss, whatever, however you want to input it, for the NBA and the NFL.
Okay.
All right, and you get 5 points per correct answer. If you submit an answer and the guy's not on there, it's just blank, it's just 0. You're not out or anything like that. We're gonna go 8 rounds. The highest score after the 8 rounds are completed is our winner. Woo!
Okay.
All right.
So, what is when you say best rookie season? What's that mean?
The best rookie season. These are in the record books. It could be. Well, it definitely has a lot to do with statistics and some, the win-loss record, but mostly the statistics, season turnaround, impact, the best rookie, all time.
So you're asking us questions, or we're suggesting names?
No, you're gonna suggest names.
Okay.
You're gonna suggest names. It's a little tough.
Okay.
Just look back on the greatest seasons, and those guys are probably on.
All right.
Okay, so we have 10 NBA and 10 NFL, and of course, like I said, we have 8 rounds. So I give you a little room for that. All right. CJ, L. Okay.
I already know you're thinking of a reason why I shouldn't go first, so I'll just go first.
Oh, it wasn't.
That's all y'all ever do to me. Y'all get me like that. Well, Al, you right-handed, so you go first this time.
You go for it.
Have y'all rock, paper, scissors on 3. you just taking what you want to say, Rock. I figured that would have been dope. But, Al, since he, threw it, gave it to you first.
Yeah.
Just throw out a name.
Right. NBA or NFL?
Do I have to spit? Oh, well, Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain is on the list. Let me tell you where Wilt lies.
Man, I had a couple bullets in my gun. That was one of them.
What was one?
Yeah.
Why that? I got it saved as an article, and it went all over the place. Wilt Chamberlain is designated as number 2.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And this just NBA and NFL, right?
NBA, NBL, and here's his stat line. He scored 37.6 points a game and corralled 27 rebounds per game that year.
Wow.
Woo.
His third best statistic season.
How the hell is he number 2? Okay. I figure I know why he might be, but I'm going to save that guy because I know he had a great rookie season, but not a lot of people know about it. So I'm going to go NFL, and I'm going to go Lawrence Taylor.
LT.
My guy.
His fade. LT.
Got to. That kid, defensive player of the year is a rookie. He got to be on there.
No, he's on. He's on.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Lawrence Taylor is listed on Sportscasting number 3 rookie season of all time. Of course, like I said, he definitely won Defensive Player of the Year. Of course, he won Rookie of the Year. And the feat has
finished on second or third in MVP voting. Like, that kid was all over the place.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought it gave me his stats. I wanted his stats, but I don't have it. It gave the other guy stats. Okay. Well, you're right, Jay. I'm going to give you points for that.
All right.
LT. Al, on you, buddy.
Since this is your trivia game, I'm going Michael Jordan.
This is what sports
Yeah,
like.
right, whatever. I know Mike get the most points. Stop playing. Go on and hook me up, son. I said, did you not hear me? Michael Jordan.
Say he ain't on there.
Act like he ain't on the list.
Right.
I'm going to report you to the fan club right now. Act like he on the list. He not on the list.
Mike is on the list.
I'll wait.
He's listed as the number 3 overall best defensive year. Of course, he averaged 28 points a game, averaged over 51% from the floor in shooting, and they also made the playoffs. Okay.
I'm gonna stick with the NFL. I'm gonna go Eric Dickerson.
Yeah.
D. ED's on there.
The goggles. I knew that had to be on.
ED is on here. Uh-oh.
What? I'm about to say, scrap that list.
Of course, he is number 5 overall. Of course, he led the league in rushing with over 1,800 yards, total 18 touchdowns. So, he was all pro as a rookie.
Yeah.
Yep. 390 carries. And his longest run that year was an 85-yard touchdown run.
Ooh.
Running straight up the whole time.
Yeah.
ED. All right, Al, on you, round 3.
I'll go stay in the NBA and go with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Damn, that was my next one.
Wow. Jabbar, wow. Uh-oh. Al.
Dang.
Nah, he's 4th. I'm just kidding.
Oh, come on, man. Stop playing with my emotions, Smokey.
All right, Kareem averaged 28.8 points a game, averaged 14.5 rebounds his year. It was easily easily the rookie of the year. Led the Bucks to 56 wins, 29 more than the year before.
Oh yeah, that's a difference maker.
Right. All right. So let me go give you your point. All right, Jay. On you, buddy.
All right. I'm gonna go with Tim Duncan.
Timmy.
I think they won the championship.
Yeah. He was they went from first pick to winning the championship.
Would that be NBA, sir?
Yeah, it's that. I hope so. Yes, it is.
Tim?
Tim ain't on the list.
He's a.
I was about to say. All right.
Tim average. Okay, the guys total 56 wins, 36 more than the year before, because we all know David Robinson went down.
Mm-hmm.
He averaged 21 points, 12 rebounds, 2.5 blocks per contest, and averaged 40 minutes per night. Tim Duncan is your number 8 player with the best rookie season. NBA player with the best rookie season. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so after 3 rounds, we have J15 and 15.
Okay. This guy was on my 4x4 track list.
Okay.
I'm going with Randy Moss.
Randy?
Damn.
Should have been a Cowboy.
Took Randy from me twice, man.
Randy Mizzle.
Nah.
Randy is number 2 on the list. Okay. Let me see. Recorded the best receiver prospect. Oh, he was recorded one of the best receiver prospects of all time. He caught 17 touchdowns on nearly unstoppable 15-1 Vikings team. They didn't list yards. I don't know why, but he caught 17 touchdowns. I guess they're gonna leave it at that. He went 15-1. So I assure you, that's probably about 7 wins in the head the year before. I don't know exactly, but that's all he gave me. Sorry. Jay?
I'm gonna go Oscar Robertson.
The
big O.
Oh, and that's the NBA, by the way. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And of course, I didn't mention it, so I probably won't do it now. But I was going to give an extra 5 bonus for guessing the number 1 player.
Oh man, you got to do it. Obviously, it's me.
Nah, you can't do that. I was going to guess Oscar, but I figured, no need to guess him because he ain't giving bonus points. Don't do that. Don't do that. I said, nah, just do Kareem. You can save Oscar for later.
Right,
it ain't no big deal. He ain't giving no bonus points. You ain't got to get Oscar yet.
I mean, although I think Al full of shit, we can't change the rules at halftime.
No, yeah.
Well played, Al. Well played.
Just say I didn't mention it, but there are daily doubles.
No,
this is the daily.
Hey, right.
Okay. Oh wow, this is crazy, man. The kid averaged 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists as a rookie. That is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Almost a triple. It was a 0.3 of an assist from averaging 10 assists per game. Triple-double his rookie season. That's bananas. And that's your number 1 guy, the Big O.
Wow.
Hold on. Let me give Jay his. Okay. After 4 rounds, guys, we're notched up 2020. Al, on you?
I'm going, this dude tormented my Lakers his whole career. I'm going Akeem the Dream.
At this point, I'm going to have to start thinking up a bonus, man.
Well, you can say anybody who gets Akeem the Dream gets an extra 12 points. If you're going to change the rules, I would support that one.
Call that the dream shake.
Number 10 on the list. He just made it.
Wow.
Okay, you said 4 of the list?
10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he averaged 20 points, 12 rebounds, 2.7 blocks per night. So,
Twin Towers.
Yeah, definitely played it extremely well as a 22-year-old rookie. All right, 35.5 minutes per night, didn't miss 1 game. Played all 82. Okay.
That's what's up.
Oh, yeah. All right, Jay.
All right, I'm going to stay in the NBA. man, I don't even know if he get the credit he should, but I think he won MVP in his rookie year. Wes Unseld.
Wes,
one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
I don't recall seeing Wes.
If Wes ain't on the list, this is Wes. I told you he don't get the credit he deserves.
Hey, what you expect when you got a Michael Jordan fan?
Right. Who over there crossing out Wes Unseld and Michael Jordan.
They always hated Washington. Always hated Washington.
Hey, he's not on the list.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, driver's seat. That's what you needed.
Okay. Well, speaking of not giving the credit, I've been hating on him since he was a rookie. Let's go with Bron.
Run. Okay. Let's go over here. LeBron is number 9 on the list, averaging 21 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.6 steals per night, 40 minutes per night, and the Cavs won an astounding 35 more games the next year.
Wow.
He was lucky.
Turn around.
He was lucky.
Jay, on your wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 round, man.
I sure could use my bonus points, but anyway, let me go with the Admiral, David Robinson. He had a great rookie year too.
True that.
Well, you know, man, two guys from the same franchise that actually with each other. That's
right.
Right. The Admiral is on the list.
It better be.
The Admiral is number 5 on the list. He averaged 24 points, 12 rebounds. Wow, blocking 4 shots per out. And the Spurs actually accumulated 21 more wins from the previous year.
Wow. Okay.
No. They had 21 wins the year before, and that he was the catalyst to a 56 win season.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Wow. Well, great season by the Allen. Kid even averaged 30 one year. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do remember he outdo Shaq the last game of the season.
Yeah, the kid went and got like 72 points the last game to win Shaq.
I think.
Mm-hmm. And Shaq was tight.
Yeah.
I'm going with NBA Finals MVP, fresh out of Michigan State, Irvin Magic Johnson.
Dang, Magic might have averaged like 12 points his rookie year, didn't he?
Yeah. His second year he got Finals MVP, didn't he?
No, that was his rookie year.
Was it his rookie year?
That's
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's right.
Rookie year, but I don't think he.
His regular
What kind
season.
of list is this? Who made this list?
That's why I ain't name him. I didn't think his regular season was all too, statistically.
It wasn't.
The playoffs still part of his rookie season, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. But it wasn't as great as the other dudes we've been naming. If Wes Unseld ain't on this list, Magic ain't on this list.
Hey, Jay, that was what you needed, man.
That's what I needed.
Can I get the customer service email so I can send my complaint?
About to email the manager.
Can I have your supervisor, please?
Karen, come on, Karen. I'm gonna go, Pooh. I might get some bonus points from this for you. I better if you're on the list. Gale Sayers got to be on this list.
Gale Sayers.
I forgot about Gale. He had a great.
All right. If he ain't on this list, Al, copy me on that email, please.
I got you. I'm already drafting it as we speak.
Right.
I'm saying this is crazy because you would have had both the number one selections.
And what that mean?
Hey,
So we ain't got no bonus points. So I'm not sure why you bringing that up.
Nothing now.
Wow.
Not sure where we're going with this, sir.
Are you serious? That's a 10-point swing, man. Oh man.
Number one rookie year of all time.
Wow.
He accumulated 14 touchdowns, 867 yards rushing on 166 carries, averaging 5.2 yards a rush, and even compiled 6 touchdowns in one game. And those numbers have never been duplicated in a rookie season. And if I'm not mistaken, that 6 touchdowns in one game hasn't been touched, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I don't think it has been.
Okay. Wow. That's good stuff, Jay. 2 number ones. We'll go out there and say you get both number one, even though
all for nothing. All right.
All for nothing.
All right.
Hold on. What round is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is round 8, man, and you guys are tied.
Wow.
30 points down the middle, man.
30-30.
30-30, man. What's it going to be?
I'm going to go with Earl Campbell.
Wow. I would have never said Earl Campbell.
Because you wasn't a Cowboy fan.
True.
Tony Dorsett. That was the dude I liked. Earl Campbell was the dude, though.
Campbell's that dude. The Tyler Rose.
Like, even though I like, my brother was like, but he ain't no Earl Campbell.
Earl Campbell, number 4 on the list, man. 1968.
Yeah. He balled. I think he might have got 1,600 yards that year, man.
1,450 yards.
Yeah, Earl Campbell was a beast.
Led the NFL in rushing, 96.7 yards a game. That was first in the NFL in rushing. His longest touchdown run that year was 81 yards. He had 13 rushing touchdowns, one shy of Gale Sayers, and he also had 0.18 yards per carry. An absolute monster.
Yes, he was.
In my household, Don Glimpf was the Earl Campbell fan, and I was a Tony Dorsett fan. And my big brother always reminded me, this dude had a better season.
Wow. They came out the same year?
He came out the year after.
Okay. Wow.
Dorsett did. Dorsett came out the year after.
Dorsett came out 79.
Mm-hmm.
You need this one, man, the play par. Have a playoff.
I do. I'm going to go. I've been holding on to this one, thinking he should be on the list. It's kind of obvious, and Al didn't mention him, but give me Larry Bird.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Well, no need to keep you guys in suspense. Larry Bird's on the list.
Oh, sweet. Yes.
I don't know why that is sometimes. Okay. Larry Bird is number 6 on the list. Let me see.
I got one more. We gotta get a bonus.
Okay. Okay. He averaged 21.3 points per game, 10.4 rebounds, 4.5 assists.
Damn, I wonder who he lost to in oh no, he didn't even make it to the finals his year.
No, he didn't.
They also gained 30.
Magic Johnson did though, and he was the NBA Finals MVP.
They also gained 32 wins. Yeah.
They didn't win the last game though.
True.
But I digress. I'll mention that in the email. Larry Bird. Larry Bird made the list.
Nodded at what, 30? I said 35?
35.
You guys are nodded at 35, okay? So,
I thought we. Oh no, you're right.
Go to the NFL. Let me tell you how many are left off. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wager. You're gonna wager some of your points, man.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jeopardy.
Good thing Al went first. I get to play off you, Al.
Yeah. All right.
You have one NBA player and y'all got them all except one NBA player. It's only one guy that's still on the list. Make sure. One and yep. One NBA guy. Let me go to NFL. 1, 2, 3,
Damn.
4, 5. Okay. 5 NFL guys. So
5 left? Wow. Okay.
So what we're gonna do is you're going to wager, and you have 5. Yeah, you have 5 guys. You can try to get. All you need is one. All you need is one on the wager.
It's on me, huh?
What you got?
I'll wager 15.
Okay.
And I'm gonna guess Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders. And I think it's Snowberry.
Too many
See,
running backs on the list.
This what I'm talking about right here. Magic, Barry Sanders, and some type of Michigan bias. Who made this list?
Snowberry, man. No Barry.
Wow. I see. Okay, no more Michigan guess. I ain't guessing nobody from Michigan. That's cool. That's cool.
God, 35. So that leaves you with 20. Okay, Jeff. I should have made you guys the points you was gonna wait.
That's what I was about to say. So just to make it fair, I ain't gonna do Al like that. I'm gonna go 15 as well.
Okay. So next time we'll do that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna guess 10. I'm gonna wager 10.
I'm gonna wager 15, and I'm gonna put it in hopefully to this Michigan bias that Al got out here. Let me go Dick Night Train Lane. It's the one I said should be out there, but I ain't sure if they was gonna have a bunch of recency bias on this list. But that dude had like 12 interceptions his rookie year.
He still didn't win the NBA Finals MVP. If this dude was on this list, and Night Train Lane was a baller, but I'm saying if this dude is on this list, I'm officially protesting this trivia.
Man, Night Train had a better rookie year than Magic, man.
Man, rookie year, man, 14 interceptions.
14 interceptions.
Oh, sound like he's trying to sell me. I'm feeling finessed already. Here we go.
98 turn yards, man, and 2 pick sixes, man.
And his name was Night Train. Come on, man.
14 interceptions. That happens all the time.
In 1952, man, Night Train Lane is on there.
Word.
What
Michigan bias? What Michigan bias you talking about?
Apparently, it's only a Michigan bias when the answer. When you throw somebody out, everybody from Michigan is on the list. But that's okay. Barry Sanders? Listen, all the Detroit listeners, email Pooh. Send emails to Pooh telling them how Barry Sanders should be on anybody's list.
I could tell you why Barry Sanders wasn't on the list, though, because there's too many running backs. Like, he had a great rookie year, but if you think about the rookie year against Gale Sayers and the Earl Campbell's, Barry was good this rookie year, but it wasn't legendary like those. So,
all right. All right. I mean, whatever.
Eric Dickerson's. Like, I see one. Like, Franco Harris had a great rookie year. I don't think he's on the list, though.
Well,
which ones did we miss, Pooh?
Michigan lives matter, too.
I'll tell you right, man. Number 10 on the list, Ronnie Lott.
Ooh.
Ronnie
really?
Lott. Yep. It was all pro his rookie year.
Wow.
And Super Bowl, they didn't give his stats. Number 9, Devin Hester. Y'all bugging.
What's
Devin
that?
Hester.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What he do?
Turned a whole bunch of kicks and punts. I remember that.
600 punts, 520 kickoffs, and return 5-4 touchdown. He also opening up, returning the opening kickoff in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
That was his rookie year?
Rookie year. The Giants tried to kick at the end of the half, field goal, 55 yards. He returned that.
My baby, as Dion would say. My baby.
Number 8, tip my hat to you on this one. Javon Curse, the freak. Man.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, he had a great one. Great rookie year.
14 and a half sacks. And, bro, this is the astounding thing. That kid had 8 forced fumbles.
Wow. That is impressive.
Yo, and all from playing left end, like where the quarterback could see you most of the time, right? Most quarterbacks are right-handed. The dude was ridiculous.
That's crazy. And, Jay, believe it or not, man, Franco Harris didn't make it.
He did? Okay.
2 rushing touchdowns, 1,055 yards on the ground, and 21 receptions, and a receiving touchdown. For good. Yeah.
I mean, just for the record, I mean, those sounds like impressive. Barry Sanders had
Barry was better. I think Barry
1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns as a rookie. I'm just.
But again, I can always tell y'all, NFL awards and rewards are all about memories and moments. You know what? Also what Franco had his rookie year, the Immaculate Reception.
Oh, okay. That helps.
And Barry had 14 touchdowns his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at that right now.
Looking at it right now, correct.
Oh, okay.
14.
Why, you want to give me those points?
No, because they were 14. See, Pooh didn't even know. See, nobody knew Barry's for 14 touchdowns. Everybody knew the Immaculate Reception.
Yeah.
14 meaningless touchdowns for my favorite running back ever.
Wow.
Also, I think they said they have division title. Well, I guess they're giving them that too.
Well, Franco, yeah. Well, I think 70. What did he come out? 72. Their first division title for the Steelers.
And the lone wolf on the NBA front.
Who did we miss?
Let me give you one guess. Just throw a name against the wall and see if it sticks. 5, 4.
Rookie.
What you got?
Barkley.
Okay, Charles Barkley. Good guess. Not correct, but good guess. Okay. Four.
Elvin Hayes.
Wonderful. Another wonderful guess. However, it didn't stick.
It was him and Elgin Baylor. One of the two, I bet you.
The number 7 guy on this list was AI.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say AD.
That's why I was like, what?
Thinking AI.
Right. Wow, okay.
23.5 points a game, 7.5 assists.
Yeah, the kid had a monster rookie year.
Let me see if I could see make second highest career. Phillies fans, well, they didn't say anything about just 2 years later, 6 years later, O'Brien were in the playoffs. They didn't give me the game turnaround, but they're saying the All-Star. So,
yeah, first overall pick to the playoffs. Yeah, someone right.
Yeah. Well, that's it, man. We have Al with 20 and Jay is the victor with 50.
I'll take it. Good one. Good game, Al. Good.
Good game.
Yeah. Good concept, Pooh. I like that.
Sure.
All right. Well, shit, Pooh. You host it, man. What you got for me?
Man, I don't have anything too strange. I definitely want to say, man, I really enjoyed your birthday. Enjoy my birthday, guys. When it comes upon you, definitely cherish it. Do everything you need to do on it, because I never even take mine off. I never even take that time for myself. But Keita, she forced my hand and say, "Look, you taking off, and I'm doing something with you for your birthday. That job don't be there." So, hey, do that, guys. Take your time. Do whatever you need to do, because what you don't do is get that time back. So,
Absolutely. All right. Al, parting shot. What you got for me?
Again, happy birthday, Pooh. I'm with you. Take your time. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. Celebrate it every day. Mine is just in a week that I'm going to get my checkup. Just a reminder to all the folk listening to take care of yourself. Go to the doctor. Get checked up. Do your physicals. Early detection. All of those things are important. So look after yourself, because we all want to be here as long as we can. And on that note, peace. Enjoy the show.
No doubt. Ain't got nothing crazy. Again, happy birthday, Pooh. Hope you enjoyed it, man. And I absolutely agree with everything you said. And Al, I agree with everything you said as well. Ditto to both of you. But yeah, I got nothing really crazy. So y'all remember Toya from Soulful Healings, who was on our wellness episode a couple times. She wants to come on. She just developed a men's foot health kit for Soulful Healings, and she wants to come on One Eye Shut and discuss it with us and our wives. Oh, wow. So I'll shoot a text out this week, but just want to give a shout out to Toya, and so that kind of brought me to this. I want to give a shout out, especially as we get closer to the end of the year, to all of the partners that we have at Defy Life, that we have and have had come through to be guests on our show. Like, we've had some dope ass guests on our show. So I want to give a shout out to all our guests. Some of them maybe have even showed up on Trivia Battlegrounds and have gone on to become, co-hosts of other shows. So we have, and a lot of them originated from this show. And so to the Toyas and the Ladines and the Keishas and the Brad J. Browns, all of y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all give us to Stacy Coleman, who's our latest recurring guest. We want to give a shout out to all of our guests that we've had on here, and y'all bring a lot to the show. You're never forgotten, and you're welcome here anytime. So, thank you. All right, y'all. Well, that's all we got, man. This has been episode 181 of the Defy Life podcast. We'll talk to y'all next week. Until then, Defy Life.
Defy Life.
Defy Life.
We're told that greatness is exceptional, when it should be expected. You choose every day to live your life intentionally, without apology for how bright your light may shine. So go be great. Go be brilliant. Go be you. Go defy life. The Defy Life movement is one that speaks to each of us in its own way. Defy Life Gear speaks to us all by reminding us that one size does not fit all. Visit defylifegear.com to get fitted for greatness.